Hey, this is Idiot Stick. I'm Dre from
I'm
Kansas.
Trevor, dude. Hello? Let me say I'm Trevor, dude.
And I'm JJ, man.
Nice.
Today we'll be talking about the new console.
Start.
You still sounded scripted. What the fuck? Come on, man.
Very scripted, but
Keep
hey,
it going.
it's fine.
Keep it going. This is fine. This is fine.
All right. So we're talking about the new Steam console, right? Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're talking about the new.
We're talking about the
Nintendo
new
console.
the Switch, whatever.
The fucking like Switch LED. I don't know. What is it? What is it again?
It's the LED.
OLED. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The Switch LED.
Oh
Fucking
no,
console.
it's
Yeah.
the OLED. It's the OLED.
Uh huh.
O changes it a lot.
Was it like a half-inch bigger screen?
It is it's a 7-inch screen instead of a 6.5-inch, and I think it's LCD backlit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not what. It's literally not what anybody fucking wanted.
Nobody
at all.
asked for it.
Nobody asked for that. People wanted a Switch Pro, which could do 1080p off the deck. That's what they wanted.
Yeah.
What we got was not that.
I'm gonna look up the
In fact,
actual.
that was the only thing people wanted. People only wanted to have 1080p off the deck. And like a bigger, sizably bigger screen. Because like on the normal Switch, it's pretty small.
A half-inch on the Switch screen though is a pretty big difference.
I know it's pretty big, but it's not even going to be barely noticeable. I think an inch and a half would be good.
No, because I feel the same way about phones every single time a new phone comes
Well,
out.
when you have your Switch off the dock and you're playing it on the Switch, right?
Yeah.
There's black area around the screen that's not being lit. So they basically just kind of filled that in.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of trashy.
The white looks very good. The kickstand is
It's
actually
so
big.
dirty so fast.
The kickstand is actually big.
The kickstand is big, and then also it's got more than the one way to stand because it's got the different angles, doesn't it?
Yeah. You can actually set it up at different intervals of angles, which is kind of nice, but it doesn't merit buying a new Switch. And for someone buying like a first-time Switch, that might be good. But buying a whole new Switch, I'm not fucking doing that. Absolutely not.
What else? Comes standard 64 gig storage.
As the first one should have.
Yeah, it's got better speakers.
That's still pretty small, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
For like current technology. But it is Nintendo, so I mean, when are they not behind the times? They're always ahead of the times in innovation and behind the times in actual raw technology.
Hey, now you don't have to add an adapter. You don't have to buy one. They just, made Ethernet go straight into the Switch.
Oh yeah, for the
That's
Ethernet.
true too. Yeah, that's true
Which
too.
I think that's on the dock. So does that go backwards? So like, can I buy that dock and use that dock now instead of my current one if I wanted to?
Well, no, because the Switch is bigger, and your Joy-Cons will get
No,
stuck
it
in the
wouldn't.
dock.
It wouldn't be a bigger.
Then I just don't put the Joy-Cons on. Anyways,
yeah, maybe you could do that because I mean they wouldn't change it from a USB-C connector port. That would be the same.
I mean, the problem was
I don't think the width is any different.
I think the width of the overall console is the exact same. I think they just widened the screen, Dre, to fill in the black space.
It's so dumb. The Switch has been out for like 4 years. 5 years, and this is the major upgrade they give to it. This.
Yeah.
That's the part that is really the worst about it is that 5 years, what you're gonna give us a slightly bigger screen. You can connect the Ethernet port, which you should have been able to do from the beginning, and that's basically it. I mean, realistically, that's basically it.
What I was hoping is maybe Nintendo might hop onto Bluetooth connecting. Like, I'd like to talk with my friends and play games.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's the thing. You know that Bluetooth is already built in because that's what most of the controllers run off of now.
Yeah.
So there is Bluetooth.
But they just, but it's only for the controllers. It's so pathetic.
It's
5 years of what? And then that's what they have to show for 5 whole years. Really, that's what it comes down to. And like, it is better. Yes, obviously it's better. It's better in a lot of ways. But it's not 5 years worth of time being like better, you know?
yeah. I'm trying to find specific stats on this, and I can't find it anywhere.
I mean, like, what would you want added to it, like, in addition to what they put on it?
What would I want added?
It would be cool if they could add. You can have like 3 slots for game cartridges, so you don't have to keep taking out the single one. You know, you can just.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, multiple game slots.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
That's
nice
something they
little
never
concept.
toyed around with.
I believe the new one has like a fan on the dock, so it doesn't overheat, or
Yeah.
some like area.
It has like a better ventilation system. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
you know what I want added? An apology from Nintendo for lying about Joy-Con drift not existing.
Bro,
I
fucking.
think that's
all
what I
right.
want added.
I got a small rant right now because I have that PowerA Breath of the Wild controller. I can't use it anymore. It just goes to the left. I bought it 2 months ago.
But that's not official Nintendo merch. You can't really.
You're right. Hey, my fucking.
Still, it's brand new, and my PowerA that I bought like a year and a half ago, still works fine.
My original all my Joy-Cons drift.
Actually, mine don't yet. So I've been complaining about a problem that I don't have.
Both of my pairs drift. I think both of the left Joy-Cons do, and I think only one of my right Joy-Cons do.
Well, I think mine's because I barely use the Joy-Cons ever.
They can drift, but there's not a lot of things where it matters with the right Joy-Con drifting.
No. I mean, I would say it matters a bit in like Breath of the Wild and stuff because you kind of have to like aim a bow.
Right,
and do
if
different
you're
stuff.
looking around, but
Platoon,
even,
you know?
yeah, but it's only on things that you're doing that for. So, and there's not, let's be honest, there's not a lot of games that really require that in the Nintendo library.
Well, what would also be rough is you're trying to press neutral A in Smash or something, and say you're playing Kazuya, and you just wind up doing the fucking back tilt instead.
Trevor, I'm aware because I used that PowerA controller to play Smash against you. So it against both of you,
it costs you
obviously.
a lot too.
It hurts me because I'll end up doing the wrong move or I'll start walking to the
It
left.
hurts me emotionally and physically.
It's rough. Fucking.
Dre, do your Joy-Cons drift, Dre?
Yes, my both pairs that I got drift. Only the left ones.
So I'm the only one that has still like that I bought with the Nintendo functional not drifting Joy-Cons. But again, I've barely used the Joy-Cons ever.
Also, I mean, I don't know about you, Dre. Mine have been through Mario parties,
Ooh, that's rough, yeah.
and that'll destroy controllers.
Mine's been through a couple, but not nearly as many. Not nearly as many.
Right. We got to get back on the online Mario Party, dude.
Yeah, we need more people. That's
only
what it
need
comes
4.
down to.
You can add Dawson in there.
We played with 3 last
That's
time.
true. If Dawson's available, and we are.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a new one in October, I believe.
Basically just a remake.
Yeah.
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 So.
Which is most of what they've been doing lately.
Right, but it's also such an old Mario Party that they're basically remaking.
Can we talk about Mario Kart 8 for a sec?
Why?
I know this is probably a topic for another time, but how many fucking years has that game been out now? That game came out for the Wii U.
Yeah.
For the Wii U. That's a 6-year-old game.
I think that was I think that was midlife of the Wii U.
Okay, yeah, bare minimum 6.
It's probably about 8.
Fitting then.
After playing Smash for a long time and seeing all the characters in it at once, I want to see Mario Kart had all the tracks and all the characters that are in it.
Right. Well, haven't they added? No, I guess they haven't added all the tracks. There were like some.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I would like that too, like a Mario Kart Ultimate.
Okay. I see what you're
all
saying
the characters, all the tracks added in. I want a Mario Kart Ultimate.
Yeah, no. I thought you were saying take every single character from Ultimate, put them in Mario Kart 8. And I was thinking, I was like, that's a nightmare.
Dude, I want to play Kazuya on Mario Kart. What the fuck? That would be awesome.
Kazuya would be vibing on the way past you in his
I think
car.
Luigi's got an evil eye, dude. Kazuya's got that like red evil eye, dude.
He's got the demon eye or whatever. The devil
He
gene
could use
eye.
that. Oh, could you imagine if they put... That is a cool concept, actually. If they added that many characters and they gave them all their own unique special that they could do.
Oh, that'd be
In
such
Mario
a
Kart, kind
nightmare.
of like tennis.
Right, but the specials are kind of gone now from Mario Kart anyways. Like, that stopped...
That's true.
Didn't that stop with Double Dash? Like, wasn't that only a Double
The
Dash
Double
thing?
Dash...
I think Double Dash was the only game that had that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Double
you're
Dash is. They definitely didn't do it on the Wii.
It was such a cool thing too. I thought the characters having their own specials was a cool thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it certainly made so that like some characters were
Somewhat.
just meta, but
Every single character also like, because yeah, if you didn't pick Baby Mario or Baby Luigi with Toad, you were wrong,
yeah, pretty much.
because Baby Mario's got the chain chomp and Toad's got the golden mushroom. That's the ultimate get in first place and take the lead. Like, that's all that is.
And doing dual small character, you get the best card as well.
You got to do Koopa and Paratroopa with all the shells.
So wrong. You're
Yeah,
so
no,
wrong.
hard disagree.
You're
Hard
so
disagree
wrong.
on that. That just doesn't quite get you the same amount of
With the
distance
chain
on
chomp,
your rivals.
You don't even have to drive with the chain chomp. It just takes you.
Yeah, it drives for you.
It's like a bullet bill, but not optimized.
And then golden mushroom, of course.
You just spam that shit and go.
That worked?
No, it was just random.
Oh.
Am I thinking of the battle mode from like Mario Kart 7 or 8?
No.
Because I remember there being like a giant red shell in Mario Kart, and I
There
don't
was
remember
no
which one now.
giant red shell, only Bowser's big shell.
Yeah, big green shell.
That's true.
And it was Bowser spiked. And him and Bowser Jr. had
Can we
it.
talk about Bowser being the strongest entity in all of written anything?
Can we talk about
Ever?
that on a different episode? Because
Yeah, you're right. You're
We're
Talk
already
about
so
it in an
far
episode
off.
where we plan to talk about Bowser.
Right.
I got a lot for him. I don't have as much for Mario.
So to end this up, Trevor, what would you like on the new Nintendo Switch? Like, what features would be set in stone? I'll buy it for like $500.
The memory
500.
card should be at least 100 gigs. I think that's a perfectly reasonable expectation at this point existing. And then them fixing it. It's the hopeful sequel to that. I like the Joy-Cons. I would like an option for a Joy-Con with bigger buttons, or bigger Joy-Cons at least, because holy shit, those things are useless for someone with fat fingers like I have.
Yeah.
Completely useless. What else? Obviously, I mean, they already added Ethernet cable connection. That should have been a given from the get-go, but they finally added it. More slots to plug in controllers on the dock, for sure.
That's a good one.
Because holy fuck, what were they thinking? You have 8-player games and 2 slots on a deck? What? Come on.
Well, if you plug in the GameCube adapter, you get
Bring in the
4.
GameCube adapter and
it
5
takes
the
up
extra
2.
GameCube controllers. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's my take, pretty much. That's pretty much my take.
Just own all of your GameCubes from GameCube controllers from your childhood still.
JJ, what's your take?
You covered everything. What do you want me to do?
I mean, is there anything extra, like Dre said, with the possibly extra game ports?
No, I have nothing.
That's fair.
I'm all. You covered basically everything, and also I'm already like I'm fairly simple with a lot of things to begin with. So I'm
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, you literally grew up on Nintendo, pretty much.
also that.
So it would be difficult at that point to have different takes on it.
But the thing is, it's also like I'm here for the games more than I am here for the console. So
That's true. And we got to talk about how those have been fucking Nintendo and their legal team. Dre, anything else?
Nothing but, controllers and not controllers, but just being able to talk with your friends through Bluetooth through the Switch. That would be awesome. Or
Yeah.
chatting with them, like straight up sending
sure.
a message. You
Yeah,
can't really
there should
do
be
that.
like chatting. There should be party chat. There should be all kinds of stuff.
if you will direct your attention, please, to the App Store, you will find the Nintendo Switch Online app, in which you can create voice lobbies, in which you can create
What
voice
a
chats
fucking joke, dude.
for
Come
certain games.
And you know it's a fucking
100%.
joke.
I have so many games, and it still says I only have 3 games that work with this app. And they are Animal
So
Crossing, Smash, and Splatoon.
Oh my god, that's pathetic.
It's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Dude, Xbox had it down since, I believe, the original Xbox when it came to party chats. And if not, then the Xbox 360. They had that shit down with like joining a party chat and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
PlayStation tried, but Xbox 360, they had it down. And Nintendo is still just lagging behind in that respect.
Dragging their feet. It's alright, though.
So, moving on to a Nintendo fan favorite, Mario will have a section with Smash characters of the episode. So, what do you like about his moves in Ultimate right now.
I genuinely feel that Mario is the most balanced character in Smash, and that he always has been. And that's literally how they designed him. I've never really had a problem with any of Mario's movesets or damage ratios. I mean, he's got a really strong juggle in Ultimate. It's really fucking strong.
He's supposed to be like the intro character though, too.
Yeah.
So
And he really does play like it. It's just
Yeah.
if you're more talented, you can fuck people up with him real good.
oh yeah.
I.e., Exhibit A, Dre, with his
Right.
Mario main.
Yeah, coming from a Mario main, when I be up towards stage and I happen to not grab it and go right past it, and someone can smash me with a forward,
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't really take into account that point that he can sometimes just not grab.
there's a
But
way to
Ryu and
fix
Ken
that,
do that
though.
too. And Terry.
Apparently, you be up and then hit down on the left, toggle.
Joystick.
Yeah, joystick, and
Say
it makes you
toggle?
not go past it. Yeah, I did say toggle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you just hold down
You
when
just
you
be
after
up.
press
No,
B up?
you be up and then slightly go down, so it makes you grab the ledge and not go up past it. So apparently, going up means you're going, through it.
So
That's
it
the
has
first time I've
DI.
heard that.
But I'm just not used to doing it, so I just complain about it.
Understandable.
I think that his down throw is kind of fucked up, which you actually
Don't
you
use
don't utilize it as much as the pros do.
I do.
But his down throw being able to combo into basically any of his moves.
I
Pretty strong.
do on big characters pretty easily. I just down throw into
That's
down
you can grab
aerial.
big characters from halfway across the map.
You got like the Marth grab.
Oh my god. Fucking Marth. That's another episode. That's a topic for another episode.
All of those games are topics for episodes. Let's be honest.
JJ, have any of Mario's moves changed like throughout the game's histories?
Oh yeah,
Like at all?
he didn't have flood at one point.
Oh yeah, he didn't have flood on the 64.
Clearly, yeah. He
he
didn't
have it
have
on
it
the
on the
GameCube?
GameCube either. No, because I'm pretty sure Melee came out before Sunshine.
What was his down B on both of those then?
His down B.
Because that's what it replaced. Was it the same as Luigi's? No,
No,
because his down
no.
air was that.
Down. I don't remember. Here I'll Google real
What
quick.
was his down B? I just Google it. 'Cause
Mario
I genuinely don't
Smash.
remember what it was on the 64.
Addition to Ultimate that I like with Mario is just adding Cappy into a taunt or into his up B, and simply the purple coins what made me really excited after playing Odyssey, which was a very beautiful game.
It's a pretty good attention to detail there. That's pretty good. I never played Odyssey or Breath of the Wild.
Oh man, you'll shed a tear if you play Odyssey.
Do you think
Odyssey's
so?
a great game. I'm surprised you still haven't.
Yeah, I think I shedded a tear. Cappy's up there like saying this is the last adventure, and you're like, oh man, why you gotta do this to me?
Oh,
I would
especially
like the next
end.
adventure to not have a cheap gimmick side character like Cappy. Perfect example would be Mario Galaxy. Just standalone, the character you're playing as going on an adventure. Being able to unlock Luigi, that's fucking nice. Being able to play as Luigi after you beat the game. was hold on, in Super Mario 2 or Mario Galaxy 2, did you also have to unlock Luigi in that one? Like through playing the game? I think so, yeah. Like you couldn't play as him from default.
No, you can't play as Luigi.
That's literally what I asked.
Yeah, you can't play him as him at all.
Yeah. Is it at all in Galaxy 2?
No, because I'm pretty sure what it is, if I remember correctly, you have like the Green Star missions, which is well, that could be one. I don't think you get to play as him in 2. I think Mario's the only playable character in Galaxies.
That's so shit though, because every time Luigi's in a game, he's the objectively better character. Everyone speedruns with him.
Yeah, because he's generally got better movement.
He's the objectively better character. He's got higher and longer jumps. He can run at a higher top speed. Luigi's also a topic for another time.
Okay. Luigi, you can play in Galaxy. You unlock him after Mario finds all 120 stars.
In Galaxy 2?
No, this is Galaxy.
I was asking about Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
I knew about Galaxy.
Let me change the
I already
wiki
said
real
that.
quick. Yeah.
In Odyssey, I believe he just does time trials.
That's all he is there for. And they added him in for that. They add them in later for that. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, okay? Everyone loved playing as him back in Odyssey, and he gets the dick, or not in Odyssey, in fucking Galaxy, and he gets the dick in Odyssey. Come on. Why does this happen to my precious boy? I say, looking over at JJ with his Waluigi.
Hey. It's rough.
I'm waiting for another WarioWare game. I want to.
We're getting one. We're
Are
getting
we
one.
actually? Really?
Did you not watch the direct?
Ah.
You can play with multiple
No,
people
I only
in
watched the
campaign.
Metroid part of the direct.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. That's actually exciting.
That's a big one.
Those are always good games every time.
Getting water.
Did you find it, JJ?
Find what?
Luigi in Mario Galaxy 2, the thing
He
you were
is.
looking for.
Yeah, I said he is.
In Galaxy 2? You said Galaxy
Yeah.
1.
I said he is. I
What?
said both.
Dre, you heard you heard what I heard, didn't you?
He might have said it when we were talking over him or
It's
something.
very possible that you said it while you're talking. Yeah, he's playable, and according to the wiki here, he's playable in the second one.
What do you have to do to get him in the second one?
It doesn't say on this website. Give me a second.
Because sure as fuck he's not playable from the get-go. It's a Mario Galaxy. Come on.
Block Luigi.
Speaking of which, back on the topic of Mario, Mario is one of the worst, like, scummiest video game characters out there, period.
Are you
He's
sure?
one of the worst. Oh, I'm positive. Like, you played the original Mario Tennis, right? Or not the original,
Yeah.
but the one was on the Wii.
Yes.
We played that together. Do you recall in the intro to the game, the intro cutscene, when Luigi... No, was it that or was it Strikers? It was one of the two. But, like, Luigi does this awesome save, right? And then Mario comes over and literally, like, tramps on his shoe as he's patting him on the back.
It was Ace. No, was it Sluggers?
No, I don't think it was Sluggers because Luigi actually got, like...
No, Luigi
props
caught the ball in Sluggers.
Yeah. Luigi actually got props in Sluggers. It was, I think it was in Tennis where he got stemped on by Mario, and Mario's a sociopath. Period. He's a sociopath.
Wow, this
He has
sounds
to
like
be.
game theory. Where's Matt Pat?
Where's Matt Pat when you need him?
JJ.
What are your opinions on Mario, JJ?
About Mario in general?
Yeah, as a person.
Yeah, like what tier would he be in for Smash?
That's not the same
No,
question
that's not
at
the
all.
question. Dre, no, I saw that transition you just tried to do. Oh, we're not on that yet.
What? Okay.
What do you think of Mario as a person? Or as a character, I should say.
You're putting me on the spot here.
What are you doing otherwise? Are you still like on the internet doing stuff?
I
what's happening?
was.
We'll get off of it because we're talking.
I was gonna read you how to unlock Luigi, but whatever.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Well, he can be unlocked after the player collects 30 stars. However, he only shows up on certain levels.
What the fuck?
Hold on, there's an unless. Unless the player collects all 120 stars. And then after beating Bowser's Galaxy Generator, you can switch to Luigi on Starship Mario anytime.
Oh, okay.
The difference. You want to know the differences?
There's differences?
From Mario for Luigi.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I thought you meant between Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 Luigi. I was like, what?
There's not really any differences. But when Luigi spins underwater, he loses 1.5 out of 10. Wait, hold on. 1.5 out of 10 of his air. This is worded terribly. I'm trying to translate it, but
What the fuck?
Luigi runs faster than Mario does. Luigi jumps a shorter distance than Mario does. Luigi comes to a sliding stop. Luigi jump. I said Luigi, didn't I?
Luigi.
Yeah. He also jumped
slightly higher.
Yeah. That's
why they use him in speedruns. Because he jumps slightly higher.
She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy.
So what do you think
shells
of Mario as a
because-
character,
Yeah.
JJ?
I think he's a character. I really don't have any opinion on it either.
Dre?
Yeah,
Man,
I got an opinion.
You
So
guys said you had
basically-
no opinion on him. What do you want from me?
I was starting to riff, but now the riff's gone. So Dre, go ahead.
Every single game that involves Mario, but not like a standalone game with Mario. Like aces, strikers.
Mm-hmm.
You never pick him on your team. He's like,
No, never.
Standard? Let's go with standard.
Yeah, well, like the only people that pick him on their team are people that have never played other Mario games ever.
Yeah.
Like that's genuinely how it goes. Someone who's like new to a game will be like, "Oh, Mario, he's on the title of this game. He must be good." And then he's always like very middle, if not bad.
Because that's what he's supposed to be, the approachable guy.
In Mario Golf, the Mario Golf, Mario. You don't pick Mario. You find
No,
the
you
other.
don't. I don't think
You're
I've
right.
ever seen anyone pick Mario in Mario Golf ever.
He's only in there for when they're introducing.
He's there to be
game.
the face. That's it.
He's there to sell the game because it wouldn't
Yeah.
sell as well if it was called Luigi Golf.
Like Sonic in the Sonic franchise, and Sonic is nobody's favorite character.
False. I mean, you're right, but false. I've been on the internet.
Ooh, no,
there's a lot of Sonic fans.
Okay. Maybe some certain select people in society have Sonic as their favorite, but those are the bad eggs, I think.
No, that's Dr. Eggman.
I think Mario's like probably A tier, and currently in Ultimate.
You think?
I would think so.
I haven't watched competitive in a bit. I watched a little bit when
They
Kazuya
tend to do
came out.
really well, but they never
They
go
do.
all the way.
Unless you're like someone. Zero? No, he doesn't play him.
Zero does not play him. No.
He did when the game released
Came
and it had
out,
a few
yeah, that's what it
bugs. Yeah, he won. He won with Mario, I believe.
Yeah, he played him against
First tournament, right?
Leo, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and the one they did at the presentation.
The very first tournament where they only had like certain characters even in the game as playable characters.
Yep. And they did a Mario versus Sonic for the finale. It was fucking awesome.
Which was the best. That tournament
That was before people played Sonic Campy too, so it was still good.
Because nobody had played Sonic before.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he was in 4.
Brawl.
Was he in Brawl? Yeah, he was in Brawl.
Yeah.
He was in Brawl. He was the one that saved the day in Brawl.
That's true. Also, Snake.
Snake.
Snake. Dre, what tier do you think he is? I would think he's A or B tier, probably.
I was gonna say more B tier.
I think just based off of what I saw last, he'd probably be B tier. But I haven't watched in a couple weeks, so I don't know.
Maybe B tier. I mean, like I said, I always see them go really far, but they rarely win at tournament.
Yeah,
that's why I put him as like A or B.
I like every
Somewhere
single time a DLC character comes out, somebody is always like, "Oh, this is breaking. This is gonna be breaking the tournaments now," and then it never does unless it's Bayonetta.
Well, Kazuya has.
Well, okay.
To be fair, but
People,
what do you think Mario's hype level is? Like when you're watching him, like, would you like to watch? Do you like watching Mario's like competing and whatnot?
I do. Very satisfying.
Very satisfying.
They're just so quick to it, and combos it's like they give no one else any room to play other than themselves.
It's like watching Captain Falcon play.
Yeah. I feel like eventually though for me the combo just feels like it blurs together because even though he's got variety in his move, it doesn't really feel like it.
Well, it's like they're going to do the same exact ladder combo every time.
And so like at first that's fine, but then eventually I'm just like I've seen this before.
But they do some cool stuff at high percentages though. Yeah, like down throwing into forward air and shit.
I love
all their combos in a forward air are great.
That forward air is one of the best.
It is one of the best spikes in Smash. Period. Yeah.
The only few that can go above it, I think the weight that comes behind Ganondorf down air.
Yeah. And the fact that you can, spike people from chest height on your own character mod. A really fucked up spike. And I would say probably Captain Falcon's up tilt is also up there.
Yeah, those are up there for me in terms of spike.
Oh, sorry. Luigi's taunt, best spike in the game. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that is probably the best spike in the game.
Yeah.
Every time someone lands a Luigi taunt, the entire crowd explodes.
It's because it's hard to hit.
Yeah, or the Luigi taunt after a broken shield into up B, and the entire crowd explodes again as well. But yeah, I think Mario is like medium high hype, right? Because it's one of the characters I actually enjoy watching.
I'd say he gets a lot of his hype from offstage work. He's got a golden cape. He's got the flush, and just a regular dunk.
People get just fucked by the flush is pretty fucking funny. I
like golden cape into spike. That's always a favorite of mine.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucked. Yeah.
Just turn their ass around.
You're right. He does have a lot of like offstage plays that are pretty hype. That's fair.
Wait, is that move called flush? The
no,
flood move?
It's the flood.
Okay, so did you both just call it flush?
Yeah, we both called it flush. That was a complete and total mental fuck up on my part.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that
you can forgive Drake because he never played Sunshine back in the day. But you can't forgive
Sunshine?
No,
yeah, he got 30 All-Stars, but he didn't play it back in the day.
I actually have Sunshine.
You've played it now?
I have Sunshine on the GameCube. Haven't even opened it. Got 3D All-Stars. Trying to do N64, beat that first. but I just haven't touched it ever since Pokemon Unite came out.
It's fair. That's fair.
Because I'll probably end up playing a round of that before I go to bed tonight for the dailies.
Yeah, you can forgive Dre on that. You can't forgive me on that. That was just a mental lapse. I apologize. I fucked up big time.
You're better than that because I'm pretty sure. Isn't that one of your favorite games too?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is probably my favorite game to watch.
That would be like me going, "Oh yeah, Zoraldo."
Like yeah. But no, that's probably Sunshine is one of my favorites, if not my favorite game to watch speedruns of.
Sunshine also holds up really well.
Yeah.
Also sleeveless, and you get to see it. Well, no,
yeah, true.
Do you get to see him in a swimsuit? I don't.
No,
remember.
That's not until
that's Odyssey.
That's Odyssey.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the text that they do in the fucking Sunshine speedruns are insane.
Sunshine is also like one of the funnest games to play too. It's satisfying to
feels
move in
great.
that game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, minus when you're doing like the platforming puzzles, the ones where they move. That's when it gets a little bit crusty, but it's still fun. That you still feel really good when you can beat them.
I mean, obviously the worst thing, and I can't say this without fucking get called out as a Game Grumps fan, but I'm not really anymore, is the fucking pachinko machine, or plinko, or whatever.
I didn't even know that was a Game Grumps reference. So
they had like a full episode where the guy Aaron just got really mad at it. So I assume you're gonna call me out on it. Although I haven't watched their content in a long time.
It's because it hasn't been good in a long time.
Yeah.
It did used to be good. Like, I didn't watch them much, but I wanted to know their content used to be good.
I agree with you, but this is not a tangent that's worth it right now.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. But that level's a bitch. You know, the fucking one where it launches you up on the spring pad and you have to like get in the 5 or 6 slots. Or 7 slots, obviously, to get the fucking star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That level's kind of a fuck. I mean, if you're also, decent at the game, it's
level.
Not.
Oh my god, the Chuckster level.
The Chuckster level, dude.
It's like, oh yeah, you got to get up there and let the bitch throw you.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that one. I died a lot, but I enjoyed that one.
I don't enjoy it that much. God.
I love where they
tough
backboard fling you like they do in the N64.
Yeah.
God, talk about text. N64 has all of them. All the text.
N64 it's just like the most speedrun game ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's no.
And the most recent completions of it have been fucking crazy.
Have they beat the record again?
I guess I can't say that's the most speedrun one because the original Super Mario is.
Yeah, Super Mario 1
and they
Super
just
Mario
had that
3.
world record beaten on there like not too long ago.
I know Mario 3 still gets speedruns all the time too.
Yeah. Mario 2 should get more. It deserves more.
Since we're on the topic of Sunshine, what Echo Fighter would Mario have?
I mean, that's a given since you said Sunshine right there. It'd obviously be Ink Mario. It'd be Ink Mario for sure.
Would he be like heavier, lighter? Would he hurt more?
I think he'd be lighter, I imagine. Right? That makes sense.
Mario or
kind of like
Luigi. Mario? I thought he was made out of water in the game, even though
no, he's because that's the one where Bowser Jr. does all the painting and shit.
Yeah, I know. That's where Bowser Jr.'s Final Smash came from.
Mm-hmm. He's made out of the ink because that's what Bowser Jr. covers everything with.
I don't know. I just always thought that was water for some reason.
It does look like water, kind of like how they did.
It's kind of like.
Fuck, I forget.
I don't know what you're on about. Oh, Chaos. You're talking about Chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. As a Sonic fan, I got you.
Yeah, you're right. That is actually what I was thinking of too.
Yeah, I know.
Except Chaos didn't look like anything at all.
He was basically just a light blue. But what Echo Fighter
Chaos has gotten nothing but dick since then. Straight up.
Yeah. No, he was in Sonic Forces.
He was in Sonic Forces.
Don't remember if he was an actual boss or not.
He was in Sonic Forces for the same way that Shadow was in Sonic Forces.
Look, I think he was a boss, okay?
Yeah, I don't think you got to fight him. He showed up for the cutscene with Tails, and that was it. There was no fighting him after that.
You fought Zavok, you fought Infinite, you fought Metal Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
There was another boss fight. There was another boss fight, I swear.
Eggman.
It might have been. It definitely was Eggman.
Yeah.
But Eggman ended up not being the bad guy anymore.
You fight him as classic Sonic, pretty sure.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. That game sucked.
True.
And I have
the idea they literally made a game as a fan service to the people who made Sonic OCs.
Yes.
That's what that game was.
Sold fairly well, and I bought a copy.
That's
Actually,
true.
I have
You
two
also bought a
copies.
copy of Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I bought a copy of Sonic Boom, and I made you play it in school, in high school.
That actually, when you
Fucking
originally had that was back when you could do the glitch with Knuckles and not actually have to play the game.
Yeah, I know. And then 2 days later, I went to do it, and I cut off 3 hours worth of time, and they had already patched it, and it was a fucking like 10 gig patch or something like that.
Oh my
Anyway,
god!
but Echo Fighter from Mario. You remember the no. You remember the you remember the Lumas that you fed a bunch of fucking star bits to?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Why would that be an Echo Fighter for Mario?
I think it would work.
No, I don't think that would work at all.
What about just full on Toad or Toadstool, the old guy?
Toadstool? I feel like Toad should get to be his own character.
Toad does not deserve to be his own character. He's a
I feel like after all the shit they've had him in now, they might as well just have him be his own character.
He is a body
Obviously, he doesn't deserve a spot over Waluigi because Waluigi deserves a spot. But at that point, it would probably be Toad and then Toadette as an alternate skin, and then Toadstool as the actual Echo Fighter.
No. Forget Toad. Do Captain Toad. He can throw his like backpack up.
That's a good point.
Why does it sound like you're in the fucking bathroom right now?
It does sound like you're in like an echo chamber right now.
Because I just took a silent pee without you guys knowing.
Did you take your microphone in there with you?
Well, how else was I supposed to transport myself?
Are you still in the bathroom with the microphone?
I just heard his belt.
Did you really? Did he pee?
I peed.
He muted himself.
I didn't mute myself.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't hear it.
No, that's because I'm good.
I think we shouldn't do that on a podcast.
I think I had to go. I opened up a Busch Light for my birthday, and I just had to drink it.
Oh, nice.
Busch Light.
The boy is old.
Fine, not old enough.
He's
like
finally
you
old.
and me.
He's finally old enough to drink.
He's too boy.
That means I can get sloshed with you now without feeling bad about it.
Wow,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That is good.
Terrifying concept. I don't think you should be.
I think Dre and I would be great drinking buddies.
I think so as well, but it'd be terrifying for everyone else.
So who do you think, Dre, outside of Ink Mario?
Outside of Ink Mario?
Yeah.
I mean, they could go with like Metal Mario or Gold Mario.
They can't though. They could go with Gold Mario maybe, but they can't do Metal Mario because there's a metal power up.
Oh yeah, that's true. The metal power up.
Which means they probably can't really get away with Gold Mario.
There's not a lot of Echo Fighters you can have for him. I mean, the Echo Fighters that are obvious would be
maybe Paper Mario. Paper Mario might be a good.
I don't think for an Echo Fighter though. I feel like Paper Mario should have his own moveset. I mean, he comes from such an original game series. That
it would be a really cool reskin.
Yeah. Like on the Echo Fighters that are obvious to me would be Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi. Like those are the obvious Echo Fighters to me. But they gave them their own movesets, so
yeah. Well, I don't think. I mean, you have to have a character that's basically the same for an Echo Fighter. Daisy and Peach, Dark Samus is Samus, Dark Pit and Pit. So you have to have a character that's basically the same. I don't think putting in a different character entirely like Wario, Waluigi, and that would work as an Echo Fighter.
So, yeah, probably Ink Mario would be the best.
Ink Mario would probably be the best. And like I said, Paper Mario, that'd be kind of funny if really fucked up if they did that for like
their last DLC character. They release an Echo Fighter.
No, Mr. Game & Watch's Echo Fighter.
That'd be good, actually.
I think that'd be pretty good. God, you could have a lot of like Paper Mario fighters. There's a lot of good characters in those games.
There's a lot of characters in them because they have a new party every single time.
Yeah.
You could just add in Baby Mario as in just make him smidgen shorter and then same moveset. That's it.
How the fuck?
He's faster, but he does damage to himself.
Picture fucking Baby Mario doing his forward air. How the fuck?
His head.
His head, yeah, that might make sense.
No, it's basically just a Pichu thing then there. And it takes damage every single time because its bones are still soft because it's baby.
Bones are malleable. Oh, that'd be fucked up. Well, then you could say the same for, we're just doing Mario today. We're not moving on from that. But yeah, I think Ink Mario would make the most sense, realistically, as an Echo Fighter.
Ink Mario.
And then for Flood, he would just spray out ink instead. And it might do like a little bit of damage, you know?
Does he like lay down on his back or anyways?
When he's sprinting, he does like the Inklings do.
But he ran normally.
Yeah, you're right, but I can imagine he didn't.
Okay. Ooh, no. Here's what I would change. I would make it so his up special was him like painting a quick teleport. Know what I'm saying?
He did use the paintbrush, didn't
He used the paintbrush.
he? Yeah.
Would it be like a slash like Sephiroth, just quick?
Yeah, a little quick slash and you have like a hitbox in
Yeah.
the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the end.
Yes.
Definitely not on the end. It would be like at the end it would be more like a
Or
Palutena
it could
or a
work like
Mewtwo.
it could work like Samus's up B, where it hits on the beginning and the end, like it knocks them up to the second part.
That would be cool actually.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I think you got to I feel like you got to get the paintbrush involved if you're using,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would think so too.
So it
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think Ink Mario makes the most sense.
Down B would be the most reasonable thing I can think of.
Hot take, I think it should be the Super Mario Brothers Super Show Mario.
No. This is a full ass man.
And for his super special, he turns you into a Goomba.
Good reference, man.
Yeah.
One of his taunts is Luigi telling him that he has some spaghetti on his overalls, and he says,
Yeah.
"Fuck
Well,
you,
speaking
Luigi."
of which, Goomba. What do we think about Goomba? What do you think about Goombas and why they still exist?
Hey,
in my
Dre,
opinion?
that's a good transition right there.
Yeah.
That was I actually had that one planned out from the beginning. As soon as I said Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
That was a good one. Nice one. Dre, learn from that.
I tried.
What do you think about Goomba, Dre?
Goomba has no arms, so he's, getting along by himself.
So it's kind of like a really brave story kind of thing.
Yeah,
A really inspiring tale.
if you did a movie with Goomba, it would be very inspiring. Like, a lost whale
It's
finds
powerful.
his mama, and then all of a sudden at the end of the movie, Mario steps on him and he dies.
Yeah, I mean that's lore accurate.
Just
Damn.
a timid minion for Bowser, and
Timid.
pretty much worthless unless you group a lot of them together.
Goomba's being timid.
Timid?
Right?
Those motherfuckers charge at you if they see you. They're very not timid.
I guess they did start doing that later.
They didn't do that in the early games because that really wasn't a thing in the early games. So
Can't really program that.
it's kind of tough. No, Goomba is assertive, and that man is there to work. Okay, you've seen it. Even though he's got no arms, do you still see him in Super Mario Sluggers? Yeah, you do. He's still
That's
putting
a
in
good
the work.
point. He's in fucking Sluggers.
He's still putting in the work.
Was he in the original Mario Golf too?
I don't know.
He's in Mario Party.
He's in Mario Party. Look,
Is he?
you can
Yes.
hate on him. He is in the new one.
He has a terrible dice, but he's in it.
He's like
He has
F.
mediocre dice.
It makes sense.
But he is the backbone.
Well, he's like the other face of the Mario franchise.
People know three things about Mario. They know Mario. They know Bowser.
They know Green Mario, and they know Goomba.
Green.
No, and they know the brown triangle Galumba Dooba or whatever.
Goomba.
They're never gonna call it the right name.
They know Mario, Green Mario, and they know Gopher. I don't know. Goomba is it's difficult for them to still have a place in Mario with the newer 3D games and everything because they're just so fucking easy to decimate. It's sad. You destroy entire stacks of them now, piled on top of each other. It's really sad. I feel like they have a harder time existing now than they ever did.
In open world format, Odyssey.
Yeah.
He charges you, and if you get a group of them, it's kind of hard to.
I guess that is true. They do charge you.
No, because if you have motion controls turned on, you just shake your controller.
Oh,
and
yeah,
go through the circle,
that's
and
true.
that's easy dub.
That's actually how Dre and I beat the volleyball challenge. Was by using me playing as the hat.
That's the way
and
to
then
do
just
it.
Fucking hitting it back every time. It was easy.
I never did that because I said, "Fuck no! I don't even want to make someone do this with me."
It did take a long time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think was it you or Dawson that beat the jump rope challenge? Dawson, yeah.
There used to be a glitch very early on in the game.
Yeah, I believe you got on top of a taxi and then fire a pole, and then you're getting infinite.
Yeah, you just sit around and it just goes and goes and goes.
What?
Yeah, that was the thing.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I didn't learn about it until it had been patched out, which because I saw somewhere like, oh, they patched out the jump rope glitch, and I went, what's the jump rope glitch? And then I got really mad.
That is kind of fucked up because that was a really fucking hard challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's up there with like Raving Rabbids and doing the Rocket Challenge for the Wii.
No,
That's up there.
don't know what that is.
Dre does.
Okay.
Dre had Raving Rabbids for the Wii. That was when the Rayman series died, but that's for another day.
There was an entire summer where that's all we played.
That's all we played was that fucking shitty but also fun game. Back to Goomba though. What kind of vibe is Goomba rocking? Like sad?
No.
Sad? No?
No.
Do you think like inspiring?
I don't. Inspiring is kind of. I wouldn't say fully though. You know, he's up there, but he's missing a little something to just lock it in. What do I feel? He's kind of like I feel like he gives me the reliable vibe, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know they're always going to be there in every game.
They're always going to be there, like consistent.
In every game.
They're always going to do exactly what you need them to do, which most of the time is die.
Yeah, true.
I'm not. He seems like a steady kind of person, you know?
I'd say if you went up to Goomba, approached him, and asked, "Hey, do you like Bowser?" and he'd be like, "No, I hate that bitch." But then he wouldn't talk mean to Bowser. He'd be like, you know, he's scared of Bowser, but you know, talk mean about him if he's not.
Do you think he would or wouldn't say that?
I don't think he would.
You think he would? Dre?
I do.
That's a brave Goomba. That's a brave Goomba at that point. Goomba's giving me kind of a pathetic vibe. They've never gotten any better.
We've all got different vibes. We've all got really different vibes.
They just like you said, they come so close to hitting this mark they don't quite reach, and that's it.
Right.
They don't quite reach it.
Right.
They're just kind of pathetic.
But are you able to be friends with that then? Hey Dre, did you see that transition?
That's actually a good question with Goomba. There's a lot of them that are pretty cut and dry, but like the only stuff we've ever seen Goombas do is die or charge you and die.
No.
That's all we've
Paper
seen.
Mario.
Or fly around and die.
Paper Mario.
Oh, Paper Mario, that's right. Fuck. And that was one of my favorite characters in that game.
Yeah, you've got the professor as well, whatever his name was.
Dre, you've never played Paper Mario. They actually give like voices to these characters that usually don't have them.
Yeah.
And some of them are really likable.
Yeah. Goombella was okay. Goombella was not
She's
my
okay.
favorite.
I think the Koopa partner.
The Koopa was one of the
He's
better
probably
ones.
the best one.
The Yoshi ticked me off sometimes.
Yeah, I think the Koopa was probably the best partner in that game.
I did also like the bomb.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The old sailor bomb.
I mean, Goombella wasn't bad.
No, she was. I don't think there was really a bad companion.
No, I'd say the Yoshi probably. She was
Yoshi's
cool.
probably the worst one
Yoshi's the worst one.
because he was the angsty cool guy.
I think if I remember correctly, he was also the worst one to go about getting.
Yeah, because you had to hatch him.
Yeah, and that was
right. But
no, I don't think I could be friends with one.
not you could. You don't think you could be like with a Goombella or like the professor, whatever his name was.
The professor just doesn't quite give me that same vibe.
Maybe
as
not the
Goombella
professor,
does.
but like Goombella would be fine.
I feel like I feel like we wouldn't be friends though. I feel like that'd be like someone who I hang out with because they hang out with the rest of the group.
You're saying they're like an acquaintance.
Yeah, that's
know,
about the max of my capacity.
actually, when we put it that way, I'm probably in the same boat.
Yeah, I mean, because like, what do they really have personality-wise to offer? Not a whole lot.
Brown.
It's a Goomba. And skin color is not a personality type. Dre, what about you?
I'd say if I'm standing next to him, he's probably like 2 feet tall. He'd be my like little pet, my own minion.
That's not a friend.
That's fucked up.
That's not a
fucked
friend.
up. That's not a
slavery.
friend. Damn.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would talk to him and stuff.
Oh, I would talk to him. I would talk, Dre. That does not make it
I
better.
would talk to him. I would talk at him. I would talk down to him.
He's like a dog,
Oh my god!
Right. You're digging
Goomba
your own
and the
hole.
professor, they had a personality. It wasn't a really extreme one, but they had one. Not like a dog.
Yeah, Dre, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's real
What
tough.
would you say then about like a Monty Mole? No, we'll save that for another episode.
Another episode.
I could tell you right now, I wouldn't be friends with Monty Mole. Period.
You wouldn't?
No.
I would after Mario Party. He seemed pretty chill.
No, that's Shy Guy.
That's Shy Guy.
That's Shy Guy's noise. That's a sound effect right there. And speaking of sound effects, Ray, what's the next segment?
And no, dang it, you should have just gone like. And speaking of sound effects, it's now time for our game of the episode. Da-da-da.
It's now time for our little sound quiz of the episode. Are you singing the GBZ theme?
No, I'm doing the Family Feud theme. You.
That's not it either. What is that?
That's not it. What are you singing?
What is that? What is that? I don't remember.
That's like a show tune. Show tune.
Family Feud?
No, not at all. Family Feud is not.
No?
That. Family Feud is. Da, 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 da,
It sounded like Gal's theme.
No, you're. This is a nightmare. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Dre. Let's get into the sound quiz of the episode.
You got to come up with a name for it. We need a name for this segment.
The noise that comes out of the computer quiz.
We'll come up with it later.
We'll get a name at another time.
We'll get one
That's
eventually.
a later question. But if you scroll up a little bit in the chat, you'll see episode 1. You play that, and I'll give you 10 seconds, and I'll have Trevor answer first, and then JJ answer, and see if you guys can guess where did that come from.
Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta hear it. I'm going
I was
quiet for
gonna
a second.
do multiple choice, but this is too easy for you to.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute for a second so I can hear it.
Okay. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
4, 3,
What do we think it is?
2, 1. Trevor, answer. No. Actually, JJ, you answer
JJ?
first.
Well, it is from a Zelda game. I think it's from. Well, it's
What's happening?
what?
What's happening right now?
What's happening?
Or you're giving a genuine answer. Okay, go.
What, me?
Yeah. What's your answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Then what
Sorry,
were
I
you
cut you off.
saying? What's happening?
No, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
What were you saying? I cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, I was saying it's from a Zelda game. It's like it's from Wind
I do see what you're
Waker.
saying.
What?
I do see what you're saying.
It's from Wind Waker. It's the noise that whenever it's either when someone attacks you, is getting ready to attack you, or when you can do the counter.
Okay.
Those I think it's when you can do the counter.
JJ, I'm sorry to tell you, but that is wrong. You were pretty close. Trevor.
It's the GameCube dropping sound effect. When the
Oh.
GameCube logo drops, that's what it is.
There's a very similar sound effect in Wind Waker.
I actually do know what sound effect you're talking about.
Yeah. There's a very similar sound
You get
effect.
confused with that being a Zelda
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
I'll have to add a multiple choice for these.
If you had given me a multiple choice, I would have gotten it. But I like.
I also like being confused about it for a bit, so maybe give us 10 seconds to be confused about it, and then offer the multiple choice. I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
There you go.
On to the next sound effect.
On to the next not
On
sound
to
effect.
the next
He doesn't have one.
not sound effect. What?
I have a question.
Oh, shit.
All right. This is called Question of Overall Podcast.
I think we're gonna have to work on that one. That's a
was-
workshop name.
That was an anime character. Like that was an anime move right there. He just lifted off his ultimate attack.
For this question, it is related to Smash. Now, I
I'm
have
surprised.
questions later on that you'll have to be looking at the roster because there's that much into it. But this one, you guys are not going to look at the roster. Here we go. Including moves and items summoned by characters, how many birds are in Smash? Not including spirits.
Uh,
No.
does Duck Hunt Duck count as a duck or as a bird?
Including moves and items summoned by characters, how many birds are in Smash? I don't know. Is a duck a bird?
don't know, Dre. I'm not the
Yes,
fucking
duck
one
is a
getting a.
bird.
I'm not
And
the one
same
getting
for
a.
Kazooie.
Okay, so
I figured Kazooie was, but
here we go.
Why would you not think a duck is a bird? Wait,
I don't
wait,
know
wait,
if duck is classified as some fucking nonsense. I don't know, man. I am getting my degree in exercise, not fucking
you're right.
birds.
You're right.
Here's your choices. A, 2. Actually, no, I just won't even do A. Okay. Here's your choices. 2, 3, 4, or 10.
That's a
10.
big
I'm calling
difference.
10.
Hold
I'm
on.
calling 10. That's my
You're
answer.
saying including items.
No, not including items.
not
Oh,
including
not
items?
including items. What the fuck?
thought
I
you
thought he
said
said including.
So,
So-
like only characters?
I'll read it again. Including moves and items.
You said
okay.
including moves and items.
You just
Hold on.
said including moves and items.
Including moves and characters.
There
How
we
many
go.
birds are in Smash?
What the fuck?
So,
uh,
Pokemon, Banjo and Kazooie.
2.
yeah, because there's Kazooie, there's Duck Hunt, there's fucking.
Hold on. I'm going through the roster.
4. You can't do that. I told you you can't do it on a
No,
simple one.
not
like
in
this.
like I'm doing it in my head.
Oh, okay.
You don't have that. You don't have the roster memorized. Come on.
I do.
I'm trying to think of what move would involve a bird outside of like, a bird just being part of the character. My guess is. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. So, Trevor, you finalized your answer yet?
I'm gonna say 4.
So, yeah, it's either 2, 3, 4, or 10. JJ, what about you?
Thinking. Oh, this is tough. I don't want to be wrong. I think Trevor might be right. I think.
Guess 3. One of us has to be right?
Okay.
Something like that. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna guess 3 then, so one of us can be right.
Just cast a wide net.
Unless it's 2, and then we're fucked.
The correct answer is 4.
Ah.
Hey, we got him. We got
So-
there.
Trevor, would you
We
like
got
to
there.
answer the 4 that you think?
So obviously Duck Hunt and Kazooie.
Mm-hmm.
And then
The duck from the famous game Duck Hunt. Let me think. I think there's one. No, I don't know the rest. I just guessed 4. I thought I did, and I don't.
Come on, there's a whole ass character that is a bird.
Fuck, that's the one I was thinking of. It's fucking Falco.
oh,
That's the one I was thinking of.
God damn it.
That's 3,
Falco's
3, and then
basically
the
a
4th
human.
one.
including moves and characters. So it's a move.
Ridley.
That's not a.
This isn't including taunts, right? This is just moves.
Nope, no taunts.
Just moves. So that leaves one more.
Trevor, you're gonna be disappointed in yourself.
Oh, it's not.
It's obviously someone that Trevor
Wait.
plays. Then
No.
I'm waiting.
I swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed off. You can't count Captain Falcon's Falcon. You can't count that one.
Wait, what'd you say?
You can't count
Oh.
Captain Falcon's Falcon who does neutral because that's a flame. It's not a real bird.
That's what it is. I said including moves.
Motherfucker, but that's not real. It's just a shape of a
fire.
flame.
It's a shape of a bird. Is it not? It's a
not
bird.
a bird. It's bird shape. It's not bird.
Great, I'm with Trevor on this one. That's not
That's
a
like
real
looking
bird.
in the sky and seeing a cloud the shape of a bird and being like, "Oh, dude, look
A
at
bird.
that fucking goose up there. What the fuck?"
It's a bird.
A freaking bird on his helmet. What else do you more?
Well, I know that his name is Captain Falcon. He's not a falcon.
He's also not a captain.
Including moves and not items.
Actually, he is a
Including
captain because he
moves-
has his like spaceship thing.
moves
Or,
and
like,
characters.
thing.
How many birds are in Smash? Is that?
It's bird. You should have
I can't count that as a bird though.
I don't count that as
Because
a bird
like,
either.
it's bird shit. I was assuming physical, actual bird.
Yes. In that case, I'm right.
I was like, who the fuck throws out a bird as their move?
I was like, Duck Hunt throws out
I was
a
thinking, like, does
can.
Villager do that? Does like No, I think 3 is the correct answer there. Sorry, Judge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one
Sorry
and give it to
that
JJ.
you made this game and came up with the answer and the question. You're wrong.
It was a creative question.
It was a very good question. I will give you props for that. Your question is wrong. Your answer is wrong, though.
Sorry, Judge. I'm gonna have to give this win to JJ.
Hey!
Hold on, I got you. Hold
Give
on,
me
actually.
some. Give me some.
You get some fucking
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Nice.
Man.
I didn't even give myself applause when I got the GameCube sound effect. I'll give it a little one.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
We got there. We got there.
Nice round of
I
applause.
like that segment. I think next time,
Do better.
like the one question is good, but more sound effects.
Yes.
Reword that question that I just had there. If you were to include Captain Falcon's punch.
No, I would literally word it exactly how you did.
What's up?
I would word it exactly how you did.
To include Captain Falcon's punch?
Yeah, to include it.
Oh, to include it. How many birds or bird-like entities exist in Smash characters and their moves?
How many bird or bird shapes?
That works. That works. You could actually have a lot more in that case because then you have like Palutena or Forward Smash and like.
Oh yeah, she's got the wings. Dang
Got
it.
the wings. Pit and his up B.
Yeah, they're angel shaped though, not bird shaped. So
Well, so are Palutena's.
yeah.
I guess then that's hard to do.
Well, I mean, wings don't indicate bird shape.
Still have to give that win to JJ,
Hey,
even though
thanks.
neither of us knew the like actual amount we just guessed.
You guys guessed birds that were on people's backs, but not a whole ass bird.
I forgot Falco was a character entirely.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's fair.
I was going through the roster in my head and I went Fox.
Literally the OG bird character of the entire roster.
I know he was the first one, but
It's off my cock.
I thought anthropomorphic doesn't equal bird, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, but it is though.
does.
Evidently, that's fine. That's fine.
That's okay.
Oh, speaking of birds, JJ, let's talk about Skyward Sword, and by let's I mean you.
Right, because I'm playing it.
Is the new remake actually worth buying?
So let me start with some other things. I think I'm about halfway through right now if I remember I'm a little bit more than halfway through right now if I remember the story correctly. Cuz I've got my sword almost completely upgraded. I've done the first segment. You know, so I've got some time in this. Is it worth it? I'm not 100% sold on that yet still. And
$60 game.
yeah, and I paid for it. That's why I am sold on it, but I'm not sold on it.
You're not sold on selling it to others.
Right. Because I'm going to buy it no matter what. I mean, I have a Zelda tattoo. Like, I'm committed at this point.
You gotta have to legally.
It was on your
But, like,
calf.
No, it's on my forearm.
It's on his forearm,
It's an
Oh,
even
sexy.
more
and
noticeable
it's really
place.
fucking good. Not gonna lie,
I got it when I was living in Kansas.
I don't remember
true.
it.
it's really fucking good.
All right.
It's Majora's Mask.
It is Majora's Mask, my favorite game of all time. With Skyward Sword though,
So I'm
some
gonna
of
have
the
to get a
reasons
Rayman 3
it's not worth it, and yeah. And Trevor's gonna have a fucking field day with this. Is most of the pretty much the only major quality of life update is locked behind a fucking $14 purchase or
Oh my
$15 or
fucking
$20.
God.
It's locked behind the amiibo, but the amiibo is more expensive than any others because it's a special edition and takes more something whatever.
God.
So it's because what that amiibo does, it makes it so you can go from the sky to the land, or from the land to the sky at any point. So like normally in the game, it might go both ways. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh,
normally
question
in the
before you
game,
continue though. Did you get the amiibo?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Sold out. So
Fuck.
yes, I tried.
You're not getting one now. I hope you know that.
No.
Unless it's-
Target back home restocks in 2 days, and I have someone going for it. So, and by someone I mean my mom. But that's whatever. So that's a nightmare. Like, why would you? Because like Wind Waker HD, it came out, and the quality of life improvements were just built into the game.
Mhm.
And I don't know why you wouldn't just do that.
Yeah.
So that's very annoying for me. And that's my big complaint about that part. Honestly, I kind of prefer playing with the controller over motion controls. Because, they brought back the motion controls, obviously, for the game since it originally released on the Wii with the intention of it being able to show off the Wii Motion Plus capabilities with one-to-one play. I say one-to-one in quotes, because goddamn it was not. But I tried motion controls for a little bit on the re-release here, and I'm sticking with controller play. It's it's not like it's easier to control at all, but swinging around your Joy-Con while you're trying to play the game at the same time and move around is still difficult, especially because it's the Joy-Con.
The Joy-Con doesn't feel as good with like motion control games to me, like to swing around like that as the
Because of
Wii
the
did.
size, because it doesn't
Yeah,
have
because it's so small.
it doesn't have the weight to kind of like help with your swing. Because it's like if you pick up a PVC pipe and swing it, you're gonna feel like you're out of control compared to like if you pick up a baseball bat that has a little bit more weight to it, it might feel a little bit easier to take care of.
Yeah, it was nice to have some weight there as you're swinging,
Right.
a sword in a game.
So Joy-Con's not it, but with the right joystick on the regular controller, it's actually
Intuitive?
it's easy to get the specific direction you want because you don't have to worry about the motion controls. Especially if you got a controller that has the notches in it, which I don't think the one I'm playing with right now does. So I do have some trouble sometimes, but it's very rare. It's so much easier to do, and I don't have to swing my arm, so I don't need as much space to play, which is nice because I've been in a fucking dorm for a while and move out in a week and a half now. So soon I'll have more space, but like where I am now, I don't have tons of space. Is not really a reason for me to be swinging around my arms.
Yeah.
So I think that the inclusion of that does up the
So it'd
value.
be more
a
worth
little
it
bit.
if someone had more space to like actually do this
I
shit?
still don't think so. The motion controls are a little bit closer, but I just think if you're just trying to enjoy the game, especially because, and I'll get into this too. A lot of the game is cutscenes or cutscene adjacent. So it might not be a full cutscene where it's just like, okay, we're going through this whole sequence, whatever. There's a lot of those, but there's also a lot where it's like the fee dances. Oh my god, the fucking fee dances. I hate them so much because they're the exact same thing. The music's great. That's the only upside. The music is beautiful, but all the music in Skyward Sword is beautiful since it is fully orchestrated, like live orchestra and everything. But there's a section of the game here where you have to go and you have to find the three sacred flames. To do that, this is gonna go on a rant on its own. To do that, you have to backtrack. And this is everyone's big problem with the game. The game is a giant backtracking fest.
That's Legend of Zelda.
It's not as much in the other games though. Like I compared to Skyward Sword has the most. Cause like, all right, you start the game, you're up in the sky, cool. You go to the certain place, whatever, they unlocks the first area. All right, you go to the first area, cool. Come back to the center area. All right, now what do you do? Well, now I need to go back to this other area that just got unlocked because I came back. Cool, now I go there. Okay, now what do I do? Oh, I come back to the island in the sky. Cool, unlock the third area. Go there. All right, what do you do now? Come back to the island in the sky. Island in the sky unlocks other islands in the sky. Cool. Fuck. Now Fee sings a song. All right, you need to go back to the first area. Cool. Unlocks a very
Which
small
at that
place.
point makes the amiibo like very
Yeah. When you're done with that,
necessary almost.
you need to go back to the other islands that you unlocked by going to the main island. And if you're being smart with playing the game, you're going back to the main island because there's probably new items, or there's a way for you to upgrade your current items because you've got new materials or whatever. So you need to stop by the main island. And then there's all the fucking side quests, which you can choose to ignore, and the goddess cubes, which eventually fill up your map with just rewards that aren't worth it. And all the side quests, of course, which I'm trying to do all of them because you know how I am. I'm going to beat a Zelda game 100% because I did it with Breath of the Wild, so now nothing can stand in my way.
Except for motion control.
Except for motion control. But that's just because it sucks. So, it's just there's a lot of going back and forth. And then it happens again in the game that you go back to the same areas, I think 3 more times. You just go to the same areas, and that wouldn't be a problem. Because, yeah, there's backtracking. And, like, I think of Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask as good examples here. Yes, there's backtracking, but in those environments, even when you backtrack, it's often to a new section that has a completely different feeling with it. And while I really like Skyward Sword's art style, their problem is that each area, even when you go into a new section, still looks basically the exact same. Because, like, the desert area in Skyward Sword is, brown, and there's sand, and things are old and falling apart unless you use the time stone. And then there's a small patch of green and nice looking things. But even that small area, there's still a lot of tan normally. There's still a lot of, like, not a lot of colors that make it stand out. But like I think of an Ocarina of Time, I go to the desert. Okay, we have the main like valley, Gerudo Valley, and that's a fortress. That's kind of on its own. Cool. I need to go off into the sandstorm of a desert where I find the pyramid and the guy selling stuff.
Right, and it's kind of cheesy to do stuff that way, but it works. I mean,
Yeah.
It works well to put the player in a whole new mindset and a whole new environment.
Right, and there's a lot of, even in games where you go to the same areas, there's diversity in the areas, but in Skyward Sword, because of the art style, and I think it's because of the art style specifically, because it's with the kind of watercolor thing they went for, it's hard to differentiate your colors a lot, because if you're doing watercolors, everything's going to blend together.
Yeah.
So,
Would you do motion control if they made like a foam sword for you to swing around that attaches?
No, I would rather just tape
How
my
would they do
goddamn
that though? The
Joy-Con.
Joy-Con's so small.
They
Yeah.
they did it for aces. They have a tennis racket shape for aces
Tennis
that you
track
can
is
do.
not quite the same
That's a good point.
as a sword.
They could do like a Nintendo Labo type thing though, with like you put the Joy-Con inside of it, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I also I don't think I want to do that. I would rather just tape my Joy-Con to my actual Master Sword before I ever fucking pick up a fake one like that. And then I'm playing with two hands on one Joy-Con because there's no way that's happening. And a hole, just a million holes in my wall because that's a real sword.
Yeah. Hey, you wrote the Fi dances in there too?
That's Fee. I went off on that a little bit. Yeah, okay. It's the companion in the game.
Okay.
Nice thing, she doesn't annoy you as much. You can still call her whenever, but she doesn't just like interrupt you constantly on her own. No, it's fucking like a synthy sound effect, and then she goes Masimata or some shit.
All right.
No, she literally talks like oh,
okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have a real voice. It's like
She speaks Somalian.
Yeah, no, she speaks the robot goddess. I don't know.
Robot god.
I don't fucking know. She's not
Where'd
a
that come from?
robot. She's not a robot. She's like she's a spirit. So,
all right,
and she's a creation of the goddess. All right,
but it seems like they speak Somalian.
Sure.
That's from the Sims.
I don't.
Sims be
watch
speaking like.
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's how most voice acting is done in Zelda. That you only get a couple noises from the character, and they're generally just like, something like that, or like in Skyward Sword, Girahim, the other sword.
I mean, so overall, then you're not really like you don't think it's worth the price.
No, just go buy a Wii. Buy fucking Skyward Sword for the Wii.
Groose.
Okay, Groose is one of the best written characters in all of Zelda, and this is not a joke.
This isn't a joke.
I'm not joking. Groose starts out as a pompadour having, full of himself motherfucker, like someone that you just hate so much.
Mm-hmm.
He's hitting on your girl Zelda. He's saying all these things. He's picking on Link, and then he kind of gets, you forget about him for a little bit. And then one of the times you're like diving back into the sky, to the surface, and you've probably seen the meme where like Link's like diving down, and then he looks up, and he like panics, and then Groose is just plummeting at him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happens in the game. That Groose
awesome.
like Link is doing his normal thing, going back to the surface, and Groose was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy," and then he just jumped after Link, and they have a hard landing on the surface. Kind of reverts to asshole for a couple seconds. He runs into Impa. He sees the imprison breaks out. Link beats it back. Groose has a panic attack in the corner. And then Impa and Link are talking about how Link's the chosen one. And Groose has like a crisis. Like if his character runs out of the temple and I'm really getting into this. And he goes over to and if you can follow him outside, and he's kind of like hidden away in a corner, and he's like legitimately depressed. Like full on depressed, sad, like in the corner, basically crying, hands against the wall, head down.
He fully realized that he's an NPC.
He realized he's not the main character. That's fine, whatever. And then you kind of like go off and you do your thing again. You come back another time, right before you're about to go to the passes.
Right.
and you come back to the temple and you're like, huh, there's this track around this. Groose has built a fucking catapult for giant bombs.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. To support Link the next time the imprison breaks out. He
Damn.
went from full of himself for the main character to supporting him, and then after you beat the guy the whole time, you activate the time gate to go back and see Zelda, and Groose goes, "Nah, this is your thing, man. You go ahead." And he has this soft moment after that. Yeah, but Groose is. And I'm not even at the end of the game, and he gets even more character development by the end. But he goes from the asshole that nobody likes to like he's still kind of cocky because he's got a pompadour, but he goes to this guy that you care about.
Sounds like they pulled that from
Who?
your favorite game, Phantom Hourglass, and the guy that you get to travel with.
Lineback.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like Lineback to me.
It's fairly similar, except it's sped up a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty similar. I never made that conclusion. Good job with the 2 games you've played from Zelda.
Yeah. You were like describing it. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds a lot like Lineback. A lot like it.
I guess you're right. I just never thought of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, mainly because it's such an obscure Zelda game, really.
Right. I mean, have I beaten it like 2 or 3 times? Yeah.
Yeah, I 100%ed it. I did.
Same.
That's the only one that I did 100% of Zelda.
The requirement because of the trains. But overall, the game, if you've played it before, I don't think it's worth it. If you've never played it before,
probably is.
I
might buy it because I've never played it before.
I wouldn't say it's not worth it. You just can't go into it expecting. Although you've only really played some of the worst, not worst, some of the lower end Zelda games. So
I played Wind Waker though, and you said that's one of the best
higher. Wind Waker is also one of the best ones, especially after the remake came out, which I'll talk about on a later date.
Yeah, we can talk about that at a later time.
Yeah,
I think we need to have a section where we can just talk about an entire franchise as well.
Probably, or just a bit.
We've already run over an hour.
Yeah.
So that actually worked really well.
Anything else any of you guys got? Anybody got a story?
Yeah.
Trey usually has some.
I usually have a story.
I mean, I can rant because I got a fucking rant. Have I ranted to you guys about the fucking dorm situation here?
On a side note.
No. I think I lagged there.
I got Duck Hunt into Elite Smash.
No, yeah, you said that in the group message the other day.
There's some combos with Duck Hunt that you would think there wouldn't be, but
right, neutral B into neutral B and then neutral B and then neutral B.
I'm still gonna fuck up your dunk hunt. Dunk. I'm gonna dunk on your Duck Hunt.
He's gonna dunk.
That's what I meant to say.
I hear the police.
So am I gonna do that now then?
Trevor, do the thing.